And you need to defend yourself all the time. As you may heard, I file a few lawsuits. And
the former First Lady has been noticeably absent on her husband's campaign trail, but she just...
American people need to decide what they really want. Maybe some, he's very special. His positivity.
Sunny Hostin has once again found herself at the center of controversy, but this time, the fallout is far worse than anything she's faced before. After making yet another reckless attack on Melania Trump during The View, Hostin has now lost her law license, marking a dramatic and humiliating turn of events for the outspoken co-host. Known for her sharp legal commentary, Hostin built her reputation on presenting herself as the intelligent, fact-driven voice of reason on The View, but now, her own words have come back to haunt her. It all started during a heated segment on The View, where Hostin and the other panelists spiraled into another one of their signature anti-Trump tirades.
And you need to defend yourself all the time. As you may heard, I file a few lawsuits.
News to promote her new memoir. Apparently she's answered personal and political questions.
The topic of discussion was Trump's return to the White House, and in the middle of their collective meltdown, Hostin took things too far, once again targeting Melania Trump with completely unfounded accusations. She accused the former First Lady of being a fraud, a foreign asset, and someone who doesn't even belong in this country. But that wasn't enough. She went on to baselessly speculate that Melania had engaged in money laundering and illegal financial dealings, all without offering a single piece of evidence to back up her claims. The second those words left her mouth, the legal repercussions were set in motion. Melania's legal team wasted no time, filing an immediate defamation lawsuit against Hostin before the show even finished airing. The lawsuit cited slander, malicious intent, and outright fabrications designed to damage Melania's reputation. But this time, the consequences weren't just financial. Hostin's legal past came back to haunt her in the most devastating way possible. What many people don't realize is that before becoming a daytime TV personality, Hostin was a licensed attorney. She often used her legal background to bolster her credibility on The View, portraying herself as the informed, logical counterbalance to the more emotional takes of her co-hosts. However, her repeated pattern of making reckless, defamatory statements finally caught up with her. In response to the latest lawsuit, Melania's legal team took things one step further and filed an official complaint that led to Hostin being stripped of her law license. Yes, the same woman who prided herself on being the legal expert on The View has now been deemed legally unfit to practice law.
That thing needs a laugh track. It needs a laugh track.
He likes to be the DJ. He likes to be the DJ, and it's very...
Let that sink in. The backlash was immediate. ABC executives were reportedly blindsided by the lawsuit, as they were still dealing with the financial and reputational damage from a previous legal battle with Melania. Now, with yet another costly and high-profile defamation case on their hands, the network's higher-ups were left scrambling. Sources say the tension behind the scenes is at an all-time high, with executives furious that Hostin's reckless remarks have once again put them in legal jeopardy. What was once just a PR nightmare has now turned into a full-fledged legal disaster. Hostin, for her part, is reportedly in full panic mode. Insiders claim she never actually expected real consequences for her words, assuming she could continue making unchecked claims without repercussions. After all, The View has operated this way for years, throwing out wild accusations and disguising them as opinions. But with Melania Trump making an example out of her, there is nowhere left for Hostin to hide. And the legal troubles might not stop with Hostin. Legal experts are already speculating that if Melania's team pushes harder, ABC itself could be held liable for allowing repeated slanderous attacks to air unchecked on their network. There is growing talk that The View could be fined, forced to issue public apologies, or even face federal scrutiny over its lack of editorial oversight. And let's not forget, if Hostin lost her law license over her reckless behavior, does this open the door for Joy Behar, Whoopi Goldberg, and the rest of the panel to face legal consequences as well? After all, they have been just as guilty of making baseless and defamatory claims on national television. As the lawsuit gains traction, there is an increasing sense that The View may not survive this level of legal scrutiny.
Former First Lady has been noticeably absent on her husband's campaign trail, but she just made a stop on...
That thing needs a laugh track. It needs a laugh track.
With Trump back in office and Melania determined to hold the media accountable for its treatment of her, it's clear that the days of unchecked media slander are coming to an end. The lawsuits have sent shockwaves through the industry, serving as a wake-up call for talk shows and media outlets that have long relied on sensationalism to drive ratings. And the court of public opinion isn't on Hostin's side either. Social media has erupted with reactions, with hashtags like hashtag #SunnyHostinExposed and hashtag #JusticeForMelania trending across multiple platforms. Critics have pointed out the irony of a woman who built her career on legal analysis losing her credentials due to her own reckless disregard for the truth. Even longtime viewers of The View are questioning whether the show has finally gone too far, with some calling for Hostin's immediate removal from the panel. Meanwhile, Melania Trump remains unbothered. While she has rarely engaged with the media's attacks in the past, this lawsuit signals a shift. By taking legal action against The View, she has sent a clear message: she is done being their punching bag, and she will not allow her name to be dragged through the mud any longer. This isn't just about defending herself, it's about holding the media accountable for years of unfair and unverified attacks. For Hostin, losing her law license might be just the beginning of her downfall. If Melania keeps applying pressure, this could spiral into a full-scale career collapse, one that she brought entirely upon herself. The View has always operated under the assumption that they could say whatever they wanted without consequences, but those days are over. As the legal battle unfolds, all eyes are on Hostin, ABC, and The View to see how they navigate the fallout. Will Hostin face even more severe repercussions? Will ABC be forced to overhaul the show's format to avoid future lawsuits? And most importantly, will this be the scandal that finally brings The View down for good? Let us know what you think in the comments below. Was this a long time coming, or is this an attack on free speech? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on this ongoing legal battle. Stay tuned, this fight is far from over.